Hi guys, it's Cornish Kayak Angler here. In my last video I took a look at this kayak here. It's the Perception Triumph 13, a really popular sit on top for paddling on the coast and touring and exploring on inland waters. But it also makes a great platform to turn into a fishing kayak. It's quite a blank canvas for customization with no real features on it for fishing. So in this video I'm going to be just running through a few modifications I've added to this kayak to turn it into quite a capable little fishing kayak, particularly for paddling on the sea. So let's have a look at the accessories I've added to the Triumph 13 here to turn it into a really neat fishing kayak. I've added a full-length anchor trolley to the side of the kayak, running from the bow where I've got a pad eye fitted using some trifold rivets, a section of bungee to a stainless pulley, and yeah, the anchor trolley line running down the side of the kayak all the way to the stern, where, yeah, right back towards the stern, another pad eye fitted with some trifold rivets, short section of bungee cord to the main anchor trolley with a carabiner there. And that bungee cord helps just give a bit of shock absorption in the system. Also helps keep the anchor trolley line nice and tight against the side of the kayak, so it's not completely slopping and it won't work as efficiently then. Yeah, this can run full length along the side of the kayak. I've got a zigzag cleat fitted just beside the seat, just back, so it's out of the way of the area where you're going to be paddling, so you're not going to be knocking it. But yeah, it's nice and easy to access right beside the seat. Nice and easy to lock that anchor trolley line into that cleat once it's in position, once that carabiner is right at the stern of the kayak. And that will be used in conjunction with a nice quick release anchoring setup. Already gone through one of these setups in great detail in a previous video. If you want to check that out, hit the link at the top here. That'll take you to the video where it will show you how to set up one of these systems. But essentially we've got a 1.5 kilo folding grapnel anchor with a metre of 6mm short link galvanised chain. We've got a diver's reel with 80 meters of 1.5mm cord anchor line that runs to a pickup buoy with a section of floating rope. And once this is set up, it allows you to anchor but very easily disconnect from the anchor should you need to. Also got fitted 2 flush mount rod holders there just behind the seat. Perfect for storing a couple of rods whilst you're paddling out to your fishing mark. You could use them in that position for trolling a lure behind the kayak, although it's not quite so easy to see the rod tips when you get a take. Although if you set your drag fairly slack, you'll hear your reel scream off if you do get a take. So what I have also fitted here are some Railblaza Rod Holder 2s with a Starport HD mount bolted onto the flat area beside the seat, beside the footwell here. And these are great if you are wanting to troll lures. You can take your rod, they pop in there. These are all adjustable in angle and tilt, so you can get your rod into a nice position. But here it's at 90 degrees, and as you're trolling along, your rod tip will be bent slightly, and as you can see, you'll be able to see that easily from the seating position. And then when you get a solid take, you can quickly grab your rod. It's right there in front of you. It's a nice little setup there for lure fishing, trolling lures, perhaps some bass or pollock. But yeah, they can be popped out there. It's a little grey locking collar. Push that, rod holder can pop out of place and you can change the position. I mean, if you face them forwards, it could be quite handy for placing a couple of bait rods. You could use a bait casting multiplier reel in this position, and the reel will lock in place. There's a locking collar on these holders, so in that position you can have your rods down tied with some bait on, some bottom species, and they're held nicely in the rod holders there. And there's one fitted either side of the footwell on this kayak. So nice little setup there for the rod holders for both lure fishing and bait fishing as well. It's nice and easy to grab the rod out of there should you get a bite. I've also fitted the additional Originz adjustable footrests. So these offer a bit more purchase point against the kayak for your feet, and offer a number of adjustment points along, more so than the standard foot notches that you get molded into this kayak. So there's a little button on the back, a little tab on the back. You just push that in and can position that wherever you need along this rail. So they're bolted onto the hull. Just have to drill a couple of holes in the hull and reach on the inside and do up some washers, well, nuts and washers there to attach those. But yeah, they're fitting nice and securely there. So yeah, there's some accessories there which I've added to the Perception Triumph 13 just to turn it from a standard paddling spec sit on top kayak into quite a nice little fishing kayak, and great for coastal use, be it for bait fishing or lure fishing, trolling, drifting, and yeah, can be anchored as well. It's a nice little setup with just some simple, easy accessories that you can add to this kayak. Okay guys, so that was a quick run through of how I've rigged up this Perception Triumph 13 into a nice little fishing kayak. Yeah, taking it from just a standard paddling specification, turning it into a fishing craft, adding the rod holders, an anchor system, some adjustable footrest for a little bit more comfort, the Anchor Trolley System there. But yeah, quite a capable craft now for a spot of kayak fishing on the coast. It's a really good hull design for paddling on the coastal waters, choppy waters. It will handle it. Drop a swell, it will handle it. Also great for inland waters as well. So yeah, hopefully that's given you some ideas to perhaps rig your own Perception Triumph 13 or another fishing kayak. But yeah, hopefully you found the video useful. And if you've got any questions, please pop them below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you want to buy a kayak just like this, the Triumph 13, or the accessories I've used on this model here, check out Cornwall Canoes here in the UK. I've popped a link in the description, a kayak fishing specialist store. They stock all this stuff and can kit you out with all the gear you need to rig your kayak just like this. So if you enjoyed the video guys, make sure you hit subscribe. There will be plenty more videos coming showing how to rig fishing kayaks, to give you guys some hints and tips. And if you like the video, make sure you hit like as well. Okay, thanks for watching.